On the news tonight, Anambra State Governor Soludo assures of sustainable human capital development. Anambra State Deputy Governor Ibezim inaugurates vocational skills training for Mbauku youths. Breastfeeding Week, cross-section of women disagree with exclusive breastfeeding. And on the foreign scene, Pakistan ex-Prime Minister Khan sentenced to 3 years in jail over corruption. Before the news in detail, here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let us give him maximum support for the task ahead. My name is Maureen Stone Energy. I'm so glad to have you join us on the news tonight. The member representing Agwata Federal Constituency in the 10th House of Representatives, Honorable Engineer Dominic Okafor, over the weekend, celebrated his post-inauguration Thanksgiving Mass at St. Patrick's Catholic Church, Ibuku, in Agwata local government area. The Pontifical Mass, which attracted various clergymen, who in Agwata Federal Constituency, and top government functionaries, which include the State Governor, Professor Chukwuma Soludo, and his wife, Nonye, was celebrated by His Eminence Peter Ebere, Cardinal Opaleke, the Bishop of Ekwulobia Diocese. Staff reporter Emengini Osadebe covered the event for the ABS, and the report is taken from here.
The governor, who disclosed that his administration has resolved to employ and post about 600 teachers to the riverine communities and 3,000 more teachers to various schools across the state, pointed out that within the next 3 months, government will disburse over 2 million naira to the youths under One Youth, Two Skills initiative, describing it as a way of creating employment in a sustainable way. He further promised the Ibuku people of granting their traditional ruler-elect a certificate of recognition and rehabilitate the dilapidated Ibuku Museum soon, while urging them to prioritize their needs as it concerns road reconstruction, as its government is not abandoning any infrastructure and other developmental strides.
I recruit to go 5,000, recruit to a hospital. We are going to do a second round. We're still going to recruit a few, about 500-600 riverine areas. Everything is there. But we're targeting to recruit another 2,000 to 3,000 more teachers to put in our schools.
Earlier in a sermon, His Eminence Peter Ebele, Cardinal Opaleke, Bishop of Ekwulobia Diocese, charged those in the leadership position to close rank for the good of the people, adding that God has given them the opportunity to improve on the lives of their people. The Cardinal, who admonished the congregation to always think of how to serve God and humanity, called the people to work together to achieve a common goal.
To show your solidarity and to support you in different ways. That is our point you are given.
The member representing Agwata Federal Constituency in the House of Representatives, Honorable Engineer Dominic Okafor, expressed gratitude to God for His grace and mercy and promised to give his constituency a quality representation.
In everything we do, it is God's grace. And I believe one with God is majority. If I have that His grace, there's no mountain that I cannot climb. There's no obstacle that I cannot surmount.
From Ibuku, Agwata local government area, Emengino Osadebe, ABS News.
Anambra State Deputy Governor Dr. Onyeka Ibezim has called on the youth to embrace skill acquisition as a way of surviving the present economic realities in Nigeria. The Deputy Governor Ibezim made a call at Renaissance Modern Polytechnic, Mbauku, Oka South local government area, when he officially flagged off the Vocational Skill Training Center for Mbauku youths and school children being organized by Onyeka Gilbert and Chizoba Christiana Ibezim Foundation, also known as Papa and Mama Helping Hands. Government House correspondent Emmanuel Okonkwo tells us more.
Onyeka Gilbert and Chizoba Christiana Ibezim Foundation is a non-governmental organization established over the years with the names of the late parents of the Anambra State Deputy Governor as a medium to put smiles on the faces of the downtrodden in the society. Participants of the ongoing skill acquisition training are being groomed in computer appreciation, Corel Draw, graphics design, digital marketing, sewing, confectionaries, among other skills. Speaking, the Deputy Governor, Dr. Ibezim, explained that the initiative by the foundation is a way of complementing the efforts of Governor Chukwuma Soludo towards making Indian Anambra youths self-reliant, saying that the training is designed in a way that participants that emerge best in all the skills will be empowered at the end. Dr. Ibezim harped on the need for youths in the state to key into the One Youth, Two Skills initiative of the Soludo-led administration and learn some skills that will sustain them, especially this period that Nigeria economy has continued to dwindle. He encouraged the participants of the vocational skill training being organized by his late parents' foundation to give themselves to learning so as to be able to fend for themselves and their families with the skills at the end of the training.
Advising their mother, please. Mothers should learn, emulate from what we are doing now. The governor has flagged up this in various places. There's no community in Anambra State now that we don't have one training or the other going on. If it is not in your community, then it is nearby.
A stakeholder at Mbuhu community, Chief Peter Zilo, while commending the foundation on the initiative, which he described as one of the best ways to invest in human capital development, expressed hope that through the training, the participants will become self-reliant and employers of labor, even as he appreciated Governor Soludo and his deputy, Dr. Ibezim, for running an all-inclusive government and recommended that the administration should put in more efforts in strengthening the security apparatus of the state.
I'm not surprised because I know he will do more better than this. You understand? He's somebody that has his people at heart and he wants the best for his people. Not just Mbauku, Oka South, in general. So I believe after this, we are going to enter more projects than this one. So I'm happy for whatever thing that he's doing for people of Mbauku and Obisi in general.
In separate interviews, other stakeholders in the community, Chief Ekene Onyebuchi and Mr. Chijioke Okeke, promised to partner the foundation to ensure that the initiative is sustained, as it will go a long way in getting the youths and children out of street. For the coordinator of the training, Engineer Victor Ibezim, the participants are responding positively, even as he expressed hope that at the end of the training, the foundation will produce employers of labor and not only self-reliant individuals. From Mbuku in Oka South local government area, I am Emmanuel Okonkwo reporting for ABS News.
Wife of the governor of Anambra State, Mrs. Nonyes Soludo, says the ongoing treatment for people with cleft lips and palates in Anambra State is aimed at giving children the pride and confidence to reach their dreams. Mrs. Soludo stated this just shortly after she witnessed corrective surgeries on 4 infants with cleft lips and palates at the General Hospital, Umweri, Anambra East local government area. We have the details.
Mrs. Soludo stated this shortly after she witnessed corrective surgeries on 4 infants with cleft lips and palates at the General Hospital, Umweri, Anambra East local government area. The initiative to provide free surgeries for people with cleft problems in Anambra State is a partnership between the state governor's wives and Smile Train, a global non-governmental organization. Speaking after watching the surgery sessions, Mrs. Soludo noted that her presence in the theater was to console and show compassion to the babies who are undergoing a painful procedure. The governor's wife explained that her desire is to ensure that through the program, every child in Anambra State with cleft lips or palate is brought out for immediate treatment. She also called again on anyone living in Anambra State who has or knows a child with cleft deformity to help by reaching out to any government hospital around them for surgery. The 4 babies who just got treatment bring the total number of children to have benefited from the program to 5. Anambra State Commissioner for Health, Dr. Afamo Bidike, the lead surgeon and Anambra State Director of Smile Train, Professor Joseph Chukwuanuhu, the traditional ruler of Umweri, Igwe Ben Emeka, among others, were at the event.
Hearing continued on the case between The State Commissioner of Police and Chief Chijioke Oka and Olufemi Salako at the Chief Magistrate Court sitting at Nobi, Idemili South Council area. Police reports that in his submission under cross-examination by the Defense Counsel, Barrister Charity Ndife, the complainant, Mr. Bonaventure Ezekwena, told the court that while he has not personally visited the property, his representative, who is also the site engineer, has been visiting the property and confirmed that the property is uncompleted when he purchased it. The report.
Mr. Ezekwena restated that Ms. Victoria Mbashu told him that the first defendant, Chief Chijioke Oka, promised to build a house for her in a different location before taking over her property, which he did not fulfill, and was tricked by the first and second defendants into signing a document. He explained that the police took the decision not to join Victoria Mbashu as a defendant in the case because of the outcome of their investigations. On his agreement with Ms. Mbashu on property at Ota, Ogun State, Mr. Ezekwena said Ms. Mbashu requested his assistance in financing the present case at the magistrate court, and that later she would sell the property and refund him the cost of the litigation, stressing that it has nothing to do with the property he purchased at Nobi, nor the 10 million naira he paid for the property. Mr. Ezekwena insisted that the first defendant did not purchase the property since 2020, as he claimed, as he did not pay any money for it. Neither has he taken possession of the property, disclosing that rent receipts made available by Ms. Mbashu showed that she has continued to collect rent from the property up to 2021 when he purchased it. The court adjourned the case to Friday, August 11 for continuation of hearing. From Nobi in the Idemili South Council area, Paul Ezoke, ABS News.
And still to come on the news, breastfeeding week, cross-section of women disagree with exclusive breastfeeding. Pakistan ex-Prime Minister Khan sentenced to 3 years in jail over corruption charges. And here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let us give him maximum support for the task ahead. Please don't go away. We shall be back right after this break. Stay with us.
Comedy made for you. Whatever you want to watch, you'll find it on YouTube, because YouTube is made for you. Get amazing video data bundle offers on your mobile phone by simply dialing *312# today. Sports made for you. Whatever you want to watch, you'll find it on YouTube, because YouTube is made for you. Get amazing video data bundle offers on your mobile phone by simply dialing *312# today. YouTube made for you.
Ihe ọbụla ị chọrọ ile ị ga-enweta ya na YouTube, maka na emebere YouTube maka gị. Nweta ọmarịcha video data bundle offers n'ekwentị gị na nepịa *312#. Ihe ọbụla ị chọrọ ile ị ga-enweta ya na YouTube, maka na emebere YouTube maka gị. Nweta ọmarịcha video data bundle offers n'ekwentị gị na nepịa *312#. YouTube emere gị.
Welcome back to the rest of the news. As the world celebrates Breastfeeding Week from August 1 to 7, a number of women are still unconvinced on the need to exclusively breast their babies for at least 6 months. They have also disagreed that babies fed exclusively with breast milk are more intelligent. Nutritionists and other experts hold the strong view that exclusive breastfeeding is beneficial to babies. As such, guards them against diseases and even makes them more intelligent. But in separate interviews in parts of Calabar, capital of Cross River State, some mothers relate their experiences, insisting that mothers should not be forced to breastfeed their babies exclusively. They contended that there could be circumstances where exclusive breastfeeding would never be applicable. Former Prime Minister Imran Khan has been given 3-year jail sentence over corruption in Pakistan. A court in Islamabad found him guilty of not declaring money he had earned from selling state gifts. He denies the charges and says he will appeal. After the verdict, Mr. Khan was taken into custody from his home in Lahore. Mr. Khan was elected in 2018 but was ousted in a no-confidence vote last year after falling out with the powerful military. The court also imposed a fine of 100,000 rupees as the court's decision was announced. A crowd, which included some prosecuting lawyers, began chanting, "Imran Khan is a thief," outside the building. Moving on, coach Desiree Ellis says that nothing can stand in the way of her South African team ahead of the last 16 clash on Sunday with Netherlands. South Africa won the first World Cup game ever in shock 3-2 victory over Italy to reach the knockouts, a landmark for women's football in the country. But after a World Cup that has seen a series of shocks, Ellis is confident her team can produce yet another. And do remember that you can follow news and programs on ABS from any part of the world by liking our Facebook page. Follow us at Anambra Broadcasting Service on Facebook. Subscribe to our YouTube at ABS Television Oka, Twitter at ABS Radio TV, and on Instagram at ABS Radio TV. You can also log on to our website, www.absradiotv.com. And now a recap of the main points before we go. Anambra State Governor Soludo has assured of sustainable human capital development. Anambra State Deputy Governor Ibezim has inaugurated vocational skills training for Mbauku youths. Breastfeeding Week, cross-section of women have disagreed with exclusive breastfeeding. And on the foreign scene, Pakistan ex-Prime Minister Khan has been sentenced to 3 years in jail over corruption charges. And here is a special message before we go. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let us give him maximum support for the task ahead. And that does it on the news for tonight. Thank you so very much for watching. My name is Maureen Stone Enujoke. Good night and stay blessed.